Yo, welcome back to the channel. And today I want to give you more of a personal video rather than just a credit how-to video or just a credit informational video. I want to tell you guys a little bit about myself and what I was able to do as soon as I came home from college using my credit. It's still going to be about credit, but it's not exactly like my other videos. I'm going to show you exactly how I use credit in my personal life to level up really fast, like as soon as I left college. And there's no reason why you guys won't be able to do exactly what I did, and which is basically create a business out of thin air using my credit. So stick around to the end so you can get the full value of the video and you'll be able to go execute on things like how I did as soon as I left school. So stay tuned. Okay, so I haven't done a video yet explaining why I left college, why I gave up a full ride scholarship to pursue business dreams and not even make it to my second football season before I decided to give my scholarship away. I'm gonna do a video in the very near future, but it's gonna be a very lengthy video because there was a lot of things that happened from step A all the way to step Z. It was just a lot had happened. But when I decided to leave school, I knew that I wanted to do something business oriented, and I actually had no idea what I was supposed to do. But just like everybody else, I got right on YouTube and started listening to some YouTube University, basically just listening to different videos that talked about different businesses I could start, different ways I could make money really fast. And I just started consuming a whole lot of content. I started paying for people to teach me things. I started going to seminars, and I was just trying to get a somewhat of a plan to figure out what I wanted to do once I left college. I didn't have that much money. I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of people around me thought I had a whole bunch of money because of how I carry myself. I actually didn't. I lost a lot of my money as soon as I got to college because I started trying to do option trading and all that kind of stuff, and I lost $7,000 in literally 30 minutes. So everything that I saved up from when I left high school to college, gone in 30 minutes. So it was a crazy experience, but I wanted to be able to go ahead and start a new business or start a new venture into being in business. I decided, hey, I want to get a car to then go rent on Turo and hire car. I'm pretty sure you already know what Turo is, but for those that don't know what Turo is literally just a platform where a person that has a car can connect with somebody that needs a car, like a rental car, and then Turo is that middleman. So Turo is the app in the middle that connects the person with the car to the person that needs the car. That's all Turo is. And I wanted to be the person that supplied the car to somebody that needed the car. So basically just rent out a car and make money that way. Hire car is the same thing, but it's for rideshare drivers. So hire car, same exact concept. So hire car is in the middle. You got the person that owns the car and then you got the person that needs the car. But the person that needs the car is not just renting a car just because they're in town for travel or anything like that. It's usually for people that do DoorDash, Uber Eats, things like that, rideshare stuff, Uber, Lyft, all that kind of stuff. So I was like, hey, I'm just going to get a car. I'm going to put it on hire car. And then it's going to run out for, 30 days. I'm going to make a couple $1,000s. I was like, this is solid. I'm going to do it. I was really excited because I started doing a lot of research and I started watching a lot of videos about it. So I was like, I'm pretty sure I could do it. So let's try it. So I'm fresh out of college. I'm working at the car wash that I was working at. I know the story is going to be all over the place because I did not do a full video of why I left school. But subscribe and hit the notification bell so when I do drop it, you'll be the first to see it. So what I did as soon as I came home was I was like, how can I get a car to put on hire car and Turo with no money? So I'm thinking. I'm like, okay, I could just use my credit, but I didn't want to use my personal credit because I didn't want to add a new car loan because I already had my personal one. I didn't want to add a whole new car loan to my personal credit. So I'm really thinking like, what am I going to do? And in the midst of me doing all my research about different businesses to start and what I can do to make money as soon as I left school, then I stumbled upon something called business credit. If you do not know what business credit is, then go check out my video about how you can build business credit from scratch. And it basically explains what exactly business credit is. Just for the sake of this video, a quick description of what business credit is basically credit for your business. So your business is just like a person. So it can have different credit accounts. It can have different loans. It can even own a car loan. And that's what I was trying to get. I was trying to get some kind of money or some kind of loan to go buy a car under my business so I wouldn't have to attach a new car to my personal credit. So I was like, okay, how can I do that? I can't get a business loan. My business is not making money, so I wouldn't get approved for a business loan. And I was stuck. I was just at a wall. So I began thinking and doing more research, and I saw that you can actually actually get business credit cards using your personal credit score. Now, for years, I've been building my personal credit score. So my personal credit was great. I probably had like a 770 or something at this point. At this point, I'm 19, turning 20 years old. So I'm like, okay, I have to be able to use my personal credit to get one of these business credit cards or something. And from then, I'll figure out how to get the money off of it to go buy a car. So I'm like, okay. So I went and got the Amex Business Cash Credit Card. Now, I had no idea what to expect. I didn't think I would get approved. Like I said, my business wasn't making money. I didn't know what to expect when I was going to, try to go get this card. And I ended up getting approved for it. I got approved for, it was almost $10,000. So I'm like, okay, I could work with $10,000. Okay. So I got the $10,000 credit card. And now my next obstacle is, how can I take the money off of this credit card to then go purchase a car? Because you can't just go and swipe a credit card for a car, especially where I want to go get it. I only had $10,000 to work with, so I was looking on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace. Those are the places that I were looking. And, those are just people that sell cars, like regular people. You're not going to go with a car that want cash. So I'm like, okay, I got to figure out how to turn my credit into cash. I had to figure that out. So I was like, PayPal, right? So I went and I made a personal PayPal account and a business PayPal account. And what I did on one PayPal account is I put the business credit card on there to make a payment to my other PayPal account. And when I did that, I was able to liquidate the credit card. It cost me a couple $100s, but I was able to liquidate pretty much the full $10,000. And I went looking for different cars, and I was like, okay, I want something that's good on gas, not crazy expensive to maintain, and then something that people would want on these platforms. So I came to the conclusion that I'm going to get a Toyota Prius. I was locked, I was set on it. Toyota Priuses, they last forever. The gas is insane. It does not cost that much to fill it up, and it does not burn gas a lot. So I'm like, okay, this would be a great car for somebody that has to drive a lot. So I went and I found a car on Craigslist. The car was between $6,000 and $7,000. I think it was listed for like $6,600, and I ended up talking them down to like $6,200, something like that. And I had to get the tag. I got new tires, all that stuff. So roughly, I'm all in about $9,000, something like that. So I got the car, got it registered, put it on the platform, and it's gone. That thing is making me money. I'm not gonna lie. I was scared out of my ass because somebody had the car. I thought it was gonna crash every single day. I woke up, I thought I was gonna see a text that saying the car was crashed. Somebody hit it. It was totaled. It blew up. Like, I didn't know what to expect. And every single day I was on edge about it. I had the car running. It was about 30 days at this point. This same lady had the car the whole time. So I'm good. I'm cool. Like, at this point, I feel like you're taking care of my car. We're fine. It was time to go ahead and get an oil change on the Toyota Prius. So I wanted her to keep the car because I wanted the car to keep making me money, right? So I sent out a mobile mechanic to do the oil change, and he did the oil change. He said everything was cool. I'm like, okay, cool, we're good. 3 days later, the lady that is renting the car tells me that the car won't start. So I'm like, the car won't start. Okay. She said it's overheating. I'm like, it's overheating? What do you mean it's overheating, right? So I get the car towed all the way back to my side of town. This is like, the tow was free, luckily, because of my insurance, but the tow would have been like $200. I got it towed back to my mechanic, my personal mechanic, for free. And when it got there, they said that it needed coolant. The coolant cap was off of the car. And if you don't know about cars, it's fine. Just know that the coolant cools down the engine. So if there's no coolant, the engine is running really, really hot. And when the engine runs hot, that means the different metals will start to weld together and destroy the engine, which is like the most expensive thing in a car. So apparently, in the midst of the mobile mechanic doing the oil change, he knocked off the coolant cap. So every time she was driving, the coolant was just coming out of the little container that holds the coolant because there was no cap on it. So it was just coming out of the container, and it ended up, being empty, and it ended up overheating my engine to the point that different stuff started to weld together. So the engine was shot, and the engine was so bad that I couldn't salvage it. I would just have to buy a whole new engine. And the price of a new engine is the price of a new car. So I was, at this point, it's been a whole month. I got this car. It was making me money for a month, and then I end up having to sell it just to be scrapped. And I lost about $5,000, and this is like within 2 months of me leaving college, a full scholarship, and I did not have any money for real. Like, this was gonna be the business. I was gonna get more cars once I got money, all kinds of stuff. But I wasn't able to do that because of a dumb mistake by me and a dumber mistake by my mechanic. But yeah, so that was how I used my personal credit to go and get a business credit card. And I was able to liquidate that business credit card to then go buy me a car. And the cool thing was that Amex card that I got was 0% interest for 12 months. So a part of the $10,000 that I took off, I wasn't charged any extra money, and I wasn't charged like any interest, no nothing. So I used the $10,000. My plan was to use the $10,000 to then buy a car, put it out there, let it drive, and then after a year, I would have to, make sure I had the money to pay back or pay it back, incrementally. But for 12 months, I didn't have to worry about interest. So all I had to do was pay the minimum payment and keep it moving. And the minimum payment, I believe, was like $100 or like $80 something, something like that. It was very small, a month. So I was like, this is the right business. I'm gonna take this to the moon. Nope. So car broke down. I had to sell it. I took about a $5,000 loss, but it's all good. I learned a valuable lesson, and I was able to learn that credit can be used to create businesses. Just because I had good personal credit, I was able to get funding through a business that had no sales. I made no money from this business, and I was able to just use my personal credit score to make this business give me money, like make the banks give me money based off of my personal credit score. But the business credit card, of course, it didn't report to my personal credit. Neither did the money that I took off of it. So my personal credit still looked amazing, still at like a 770, 780. And I was able to go get this business credit card, liquidate it, and go make a business for myself. So that's how powerful credit can be. And that's how I was able to create a business and get a car essentially for free while leaving college. I left college, went and got a business credit card, 0% interest, so no extra money, and I was able to go make a business. So I bought a business for free. So that's how I look at it. Even though I took a loss, I was just on the bad end of the stick. That's fine, but it could have been a lot better. So I could have been perfect and paid the car off in 12 months and then still had the money coming in. But things happen. It's all good. It did not deter me. I continue to use business credit cards to elevate my businesses or to create new businesses. And that's just the power of what credit can do for you. But if you do not have any business credit, or you don't know what business credit really is or how to build it, I have a video down in the description that'll show you exactly how to build business credit from the base and then use your personal credit to then knock it over the top. I also have videos of how you can get good personal credit as well. So I leave everything down in the description below. And at some point, it should pop up on the screen. It should pop on the screen the next video. You can check that out if you want to go ahead and grow your credit score. So I appreciate you guys tuning in, coming to my quick TED Talk, and listening to how I was able to use credit to then make a business. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because at some point, I'm going to make a full video of why I left school. And I know a lot of people want to hear it. So I'm going to be dropping that very, very soon. So make sure you hit that notification bell so you can get the notification as soon as I drop it, because it's going to be fire. I promise. I'm probably going to make it like 15, 20 minutes. I don't know. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video. And I appreciate you guys for tuning in again. See you soon.